What's up, everybody? My name is Henry, and I am building in public. Not gonna make this long. Let's just go over some quick kind of things for anybody else who's interested in trying. So specifically what I'm doing, and maybe what you guys can do. I am building I'm building on AI startup slash a couple. I have a technical co-founder that I'm doing this with because you kind of need one. Um, what Number three. So, what actually is it? I'm not actually going to say because I don't really want. I'll give away literally like anything. I give away marketing sauce. I give away sales sauce. But I am going to keep this under the wraps because um, it's in a space that I don't think a lot of people are going into. Which brings me to kind of my third point is if you guys are thinking about doing something, competition is good. It shows that people actually want the thing. Um, but I'm going for I want to do something big, very, very big. So I'm kind of trying stuff that probably normal people with normal functioning brains probably wouldn't do. I'm trying some weird kind of niches. Um, I'm kind of, again, I'm 50-50. I like competition, but I also, in the words of like Peter Thiel, competition is for losers. So if you go into a space where there's not really a lot of competition and there's actual traction with your thing, it's just in my mind, I don't see any reason why that's not going to be very, very, very successful. So, um, go into at least if you want my advice, go and try stuff that not a lot of people are doing, even if it seems like weird. Like weird projects, kind of. Go and do some funky stuff. Go look at different niches that are like startups that are getting funded. You can go do a bunch of research on ChatGPT if you want. I do it. I use that shit for research literally all day, every single day. Um, Go find a space where you can breathe. Go find a space where there's like room to grow. Okay, instead of like getting into price wars with other people who sell the exact same thing with you, that you do. That's kind of my thinking behind this. And how I'm doing it. So you have something, you have a niche, you have an idea of what to build. How to build it, uh, just kind of broadly, I'll say we're just like everybody else right now. We are in using AI, so there's no reason not to. It's like it's not a buzzword anymore. It's going to be bigger than the internet. So then the internet. That's what we're doing, and there's a whole lot of stuff. So I'm not really going to get into that, but you can go and look around. I use like pretty much LLM in existence. I do context engineering. So does my co-founder. Just a whole more stuff than that. There's a whole lot of tools that we're using. So we have our niche. Again, I'm not really gonna say it because I think it's good, and I'm a little worried about somebody taking it. I hope you don't mind, but you have a niche. You know how to build it, even if it's like a side project. You know, put the time in, and it will, compound. It really does. So you have a niche. You know how to build it. How are you going to get that in front of people? So I know that I am a literal nobody to y'all right now, but I have some very interesting kind of people call it like vibe marketing, right? It's like a buzzword going around that everybody likes to use, and really people just mean like innate agent workflows, and all that is just LLMs like ChatGPT hooked up to like tools that they can use. You give them access to be able to go and do stuff because LLMs by themselves are literally just a they're useless. All they can do is predict the next word. That's how they work. But vibe marketing is essentially this. I will be doing I will be technically doing it. I don't like using the word, but it's more than just like innate in workflows. So going over like steps that you can do to just get in front of people. So obviously you have paid ads, which is cold outreach, basically cold to many. Paid, sure, paid advertising. What I'm going to attempt is so I have a wait list. I'm going to run ads. Probably not put a lot of money behind it because I just want to test the waters, but I'm going to do paid ads and see what I get there. Then you have really is like the creme de la creme of like if you want to like fucking you know go to the moon is requires luck, but if you can get it, it's hella worth it. Short form video content. Short form video is extremely useful. Again, if you get lucky slash know how the algorithm works, which most people really don't, even if they say they do. But in essence, you basically just spam a bunch of short form videos. They don't really have to be good. You just have to spam them, and whichever one like takes off, if you have one that does really well, you take the good video. I did not spell take correctly. But you take that good video, turn it into an ad. This is what pretty much everybody does. Online brands of all different niches, shapes, and sizes. Whichever one does well, you turn it into an ad. Surefire way, and I'll just go through kind of other ways that you can. There's tons of different ways to market. Really, anywhere where you can get your thing in front of your target customer, the people that you want buying your stuff, is marketing, period, right? Like I could go outside and like fucking put on a cosplay outfit, and if I sold that if it was like a cosplay Spider-Man outfit and I ran outside on the street, and if I had a company that did Spider-Man cosplays, I mean that's marketing. Literally just get your thing out in front of people's eyes wherever they are. That is marketing 101. So, and there's tons and tons of different things that you can do. I will be focusing on stuff that I know is going to take a shorter amount of time. Like paid ads is very slow. SEO is slow. It usually takes like 1 year um, at a minimum for your thing to like get off the ground. Sometimes you can get it in like if you're lucky, um, you can do I don't know like 6 months maybe. But usually SEO is very slow, and that's more for like the long term, right? So specifically for the short term, there is again paid ads is also pretty slow. Short term marketing is really the manual work. It's going to be that manual slog that no one really likes doing, but tough shit, you kind of have to do it. You go through groups. Um, you have Reddit. It's like up here in my favorites. Because my thing is specifically is a SaaS. So again, I'm trying to go where like there's not a lot of people like kind of marketing. Trying to go where the blue ocean is. You know, competition is for losers. And while there are a lot of people that advertise stuff on Reddit, not nearly as much as like Facebook and Instagram ads, for instance, or for example. So like I'm probably going to go through Reddit. I'm going through GitHub. Actually has their own like community thing. Stack Overflow. It's more for it's like technical. It's more for like coding questions. But you know, fuck it. Why not? I'll try and push it there. So Reddit, GitHub, Stack Overflow. You have um, Reddit, GitHub, Stack Overflow. Then you have I'm just gonna go really. Hold on, I'm just gonna fucking zoom out so I don't have to keep doing this. Ah, fuck, I messed it up. But Stack Overflow. You have Facebook groups. A lot of people do that. One of my like buddies just got to $10,000 doing like a basically just like a website wrapper for like a fisherman, like some incredibly niche thing, like Alaskan like fishermen, like for in season and like in specific small regions. It's like really weird, but he basically just went to like a website that they all use, used AI, kind of, not really even used AI. He just hooked up like scripts that will take in the data and turn that takes in the data and then he brings it into his own app to give basically a way better like user experience and user interface UI for these fishermen and people who use this to provide for their like families as their livelihood. So, but he got to like 10,000 in like it wasn't 2 weeks, so it was like a month. It's like not bad. Um, Not bad, but it is like an incredibly small thing. But he went through the reason I'm saying this because he went through literally just one Facebook group chat. That's how he started. You got Facebook groups. Um, you have like IG. You have if you're more like international, or if your thing is like international, you have like WhatsApp. WhatsApp is like tied with like Facebook for like users and for like most users in the world. So very big. It's just not big in the US. But and there's I mean again like groups slash communities are the same thing. It's just people together that kind of share like the same views or whatever, and you go in and you just be like, "Yo, what's up? I'm making this thing. I was wondering if anybody was interested, or like if you guys want to test out. You kind of have to, especially like Reddit, you have to be a little tricky with how you message, slash how you like say what your thing is, like market, because you can get in like some subreddits you can get just straight up banned. Um, so you kind of have to be a little careful, but like, fuck it, why not? We roll with it. So that's what I'm doing. And then what I'm like really banking on is, oh my god, what I'm really banking on is short form video with TikTok and IG. My thinking is, because I did a lot of this shit for my like failed drop shipping and Shopify stuff. Talked about that last video if you guys are interested at all. But it is, if you go viral, you literally sell anything. Like, it all boils down to that. If you go viral, it doesn't matter what you sell, you will sell it. So it basically just comes down to quantity. Pick a video, like pick it like a story of the video or like a template. Like I'm doing pull-ups with by grabbing onto dried spaghetti noodles. I'm doing pull-ups while holding onto paper towels. I'm doing pull-ups while holding onto something else that's brittle that might break. You want to pick like a format, right? With short form video, I am not at all an expert. I assure you there are other people that are better than me. Probably a lot more people that are better than me, but you want a hook. Usually comes in like the first 3 seconds. And then you want like the main body, right? This is where you want people to like pay attention. Um, Technically the hook gets the attention, but this is where like most of your content slash value is going to be, is the body of the video. And that can range anywhere from fucking, depending on how long your video is, but it's usually like 80% of your video. The hook is more important in general. That's my co-founder, but the hook is more important in general, but the body is still very important. So I'll say do like 80%, I feel like, of the video. And then you have the CTA, which stands for call to action. That's essentially an incredibly rudimentary, like rough format of short form videos, right? And there's lots of ways you can do this. Um, if you have the money, again, like if you have capital, you can even go and hire people. You can go and hire UGC creators, which is like user generated content. But I want to keep this like under 20 minutes because I know I have a tendency to just like completely ramble. But in essence, I'm building in public. I hope that you guys might learn a thing or two from what I do. Once I actually have the thing, I think it's a B2C play, so it's not, it can be valuable, but it's more like it's entertaining. I don't know, it's pretty funny. But in essence, you find a place. Again, my opinion, competition is for losers. Pick a niche, go deep with it. You find an area where there's not a lot of people and a lot of interest, hopefully. You build for that audience, you build for that people, those people, that community. You solve their problems. If it's like B2B, you build something to solve their problems. And then when it comes to actually, when you have the thing, you have the niche, when you have the product, you're ready to start selling, there is paid advertising, which is pretty slow, but definitely it can get results, but you're going to be putting money down the toilet like pretty consistently, and it will look like nothing's going to work until like it's been 5 months and you put 5 grand down the toilet every month, and then on the fifth month you make like, you know, 50K. So it feels like it's awful, but it does work. And then you have short form video content and slash UGC, which is, I went over this, TikTok IG basically. Just go, don't even think about quality, just thinking about quantity, right? There are like AI ads you can do too, AI avatar stuff. You can go and hire people to make uh, short form videos for you. There are short form video agencies. You can go hire clippers. Clippers are just like kids who walk or fucking sit on their ass all day, who don't really have anything to do, and they just edit like short form videos all day. But yeah, go through groups is to me like also an incredibly important thing, and that's pretty much it. You know, find a niche, build a product for those people in that niche, solve a problem, or provide entertainment, and then this is how you basically advertise. I did not go over like cold DMs or cold email. That is another like huge thing, but I figure you guys can probably figure that out. It is like not that hard unless you're shy, then in which case I wish you good luck. But I hope you guys found value. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to let me know in the comments and I'll try and get back to you. Have a good day.